Hey everybody, welcome to Boomhouse69's YouTube channel, and in today's video we're going to do another product review video, and in today's video we're going to talk about this mini bike right here, the FRP mini bike, the GMB100. You can get off from Amazon.com right now, so let's dive right into it. So in this video, I'm going to simply talk about how I found out about this mini bike, and simply what I think about it, like my final thoughts and opinion on it. But first, I'm going to read from the Amazon ad all its features and stuff about it. So let's get right into it. The FRP mini dirt bike GMB100 Plus. This is the Plus model. They have two models that they call GMB100. They call the one that has the smaller one they call the GMB100, and this bigger one here they call the GMB100 Plus. The difference between the two is just like the speeds and the weight capacity and the size and stuff, just a little bit lower in numbers and stuff. So the FRP mini dirt bike GMB100 Plus 99cc gas power mini bike, 4-stroke, 3 horsepower off-road mini bike for kids and adults. They're marketing this for kids and adults. They claim that it's a 99cc 3 horsepower motor, which is usually what a lot of mini bike companies do is they just throw a 3 horsepower motor on there. I know Baja Doodlebugs used to come with a 3 horsepower and stuff. The 3 horsepower off-road mini bike for kids and adults, trail bike up to 28 miles per hour. So they're claiming maximum speed it can do is 28 miles per hour. Obviously, that's probably just on a very smooth, flat surface. Not trying to climb hills and going down bumpy off-road trails and stuff. And that's also going to factor in the rider's weight. Like, I'm a big guy, so if I was riding this little mini bike, I'm probably not going to reach maximum speed of 28 miles per hour with my weight on it. It says weight support up to 220 pounds. So they're claiming that the frame and everything can support a maximum weight capacity of 220 pounds. That includes the rider and all the gears, because some people like to add little bags and racks and different things. So that's going to factor into the weight capacity as well. So me, as a big guy, I'm around 200 pounds. They're claiming that I could ride this mini bike without any problems. Last time I weighed myself, I was probably around like 210 or something like that. So cutting it close, but they claim that it would be able to move my big old butt. So here it says effortless start with the FRP mini bike. Starting your adventures is a breeze. Usually just 3 pulls on the mini bike. So they're claiming it's easy to start, where after 3 pulls it'll start up fine. Usually, in that case, what happens is, when you get it right away at first, you have no problems with it starting. Usually, once they get some use on them, get some miles on them and stuff, that's when they start becoming hard to start and stuff. But they're claiming, when you get it, start up, only takes 3 pulls and off you go and stuff. So they're claiming only takes 3 pulls, and that's easy to start. Usually 3 full starts, you're ready to roll. Say farewell to complex starting procedures and embrace the swift, hassle-free ignition. FRP mini bikes of the hassle-free ignition of the FRP mini bikes. No mixing oil needed. The 99cc 4-stroke gas mini bike provides stronger power than 2-stroke off-road trail bikes and lower noisy and no need to mix gas and oil. Because usually two-stroke engines, they're like a chainsaw. They make a lot of noise because chainsaws are 2-cycle gas engines and stuff. So they're claiming here, they're just letting you know it's a 4-stroke, 4-cycle engine. So you don't got to worry about trying to figure out what ratio do you got to mix your gas and oil with. Because every 2-stroke engine has its own special mixture they recommend, which mixture means, ratio mixture means just, do you add more gas or more oil into the mixing of the gas and oil and stuff, like 2 cycles here. And being that this is 4-stroke, you don't got to worry about that. The gas and oil is separate, so you don't got to worry about trying to figure out, okay, how much oil do I add to the gas, or do I add more oil to the gas or less gas, more oil, like you do with 2-stroke engines. So they're claiming that when 4-stroke and stuff. It claims that it can reach the speeds up to 28 miles per hour. So it claims it can do a maximum speed of 28 miles per hour. That's usually if you're on a nice flat level surface. Say you went to your local drag strip and they let you on their flat drag strip race, and you're not a huge guy, you're probably going to be able to pull up to 28 miles per hour. Whereas me, even on a flat level surface, I probably wouldn't be able to reach the speeds of 28 miles per hour. Again, I'm around 210 pounds, so that would factor into the how fast the actual mini bike can go and stuff. A lighter person would probably maybe reach the 28 miles per hour speeds, even with adjusting the governor on that, because the little mini bikes and motors like that usually have what they call a governor spring on a screw, which is just basically a spring and a screw connected to each other, and you just simply tighten or loosen the screw to loosen up the spring and stuff, or tighten the spring, whatever. So a lighter person might even be able to do a governor delete, as they call it, where you completely remove the governor and make it even go faster. Or even without touching the governor, a lighter person could even probably make it go even more faster and stuff. What you would have to do is put a phone holder on it and have a speedometer app on your phone and stuff, and to determine and stuff. Now it claims to be up to 220 pounds, LB pounds and stuff. So they're claiming big guy like me could ride it and stuff without any problems, without any bending of the frame. And it claims that the frame of the motor, the frame of the mini bike can handle big guys and stuff. And it claims 0.36 gallon gas for 30 miles. So it claims for that the tank will hold up to 0.36 gallons, and it claims will last for about 30 miles until your next fill up and stuff. So I don't know if that's good or bad or not on fuel miles there and stuff, but I imagine when you first get it, you'll get good fuel miles, but once you start putting wear and tear on the motorbike and the motor itself, you're going to probably lose your gas miles after a while, like you do with most gasoline-powered vehicles when they get older and stuff. The efficient chain tensioner, the EFFI CIENT chain tensioner, efficient, I think that's called efficient chain tensioner. FRP mini bike features a reliable tensioning system designed for change. It ensures that the mini bike chain maintains optimal tension during the entire ride, preventing slipping, skipping, or derailment, preventing chain to fall off with various loads, weight, and enjoy smoother and more reliable off-road rides and stuff. That's a big issue with a lot of cheap mini bikes out there, especially some of them little, really Chinese-made two-cycle little mini bikes and stuff. Sometimes you can have issues with the chain being so cheap that falls off or just simply breaks or something happens, with the chain. Usually can be issue, burning up clutches and different things. Solid frame for kids and adults ride. Again, claiming that it can handle big people, adults and kids both. The FRP mini bike frame is expertly engineered to offer durability, making it an ideal choice for both teenagers and adults, whether you're 13 or plus, so recommended 13 and up. Old seeking thrills adventures for an adult looking for a compact, exhilarating ride, or our mini bikes are the perfect match for riders of various ages. It says instructions, warranty, the FRP GMB100 mini bike plus size is L50, by width is 28 and 33. Net weight is 79.5 pounds. That's how heavy they're claiming it is. The 99cc 4-stroke engine with rear disc brakes and EPA warranty for free parts and return. So you have a 60-day warranty on the product and stuff. So, yeah. So how I discovered this mini bike was simple. I was watching a YouTuber on the internet, and he did a video about it, and I'm like, I'll check it out on Amazon. And then I read the reviews and did a ton of more research on them. On the mini bike, I watched other YouTubers put it to the test and talk about it, and even watched videos of people doing upgrades and modifications and talking about different parts you can get and different things. So that's how I came out about it. It's just basically watching YouTube videos about it, watching a YouTuber who does some small engine repair work and go-kart builds with his son. He happened to, I think, have the company send him one, and he did a video about it, or he might have bought it himself. I can't remember, but he did a video about it anyways, and then I clicked on his Amazon link he had and did a ton of research after that. But what caught my eye about this is two things. It looks like it reminds me of the old vintage style mini bikes, which I like those old classic style. Usually nowadays, if you want like a vintage mini bike look, you usually gotta buy those really expensive mini bike kits and basically build your own mini bike nowadays if you want that classic mini bike look. And that's what caught my eye about this FRP GMB100 Plus is it kind of resembles the old classic style mini bike. And then secondly was the price. The price is $399, and then probably, I think, with tax and shipping, that would be around $500 and some change, around $500 and some change, and that's in US dollars for those of you who live outside the United States. I live in the United States, so it would be around, which plus tax and shipping would be around $500 US for that mini bike, and so the price is also what caught my eye, because usually, like, those, museums or whatever, or Coleman mini bikes, they're gonna run you upwards to $800 to $1,000, and then get pretty pricey and stuff, and the price is what's caught my eye, because I'm always, when it comes to, like, stuff like this, I'm always looking at the price and how much it costs and budget and stuff. Because if I had the money to mess around and stuff, this would be a mini bike that's actually on my list to purchase from when I have the money and stuff, and do a review about it more, actually testing it out for myself and stuff, because I don't currently own the product, and I just simply right now don't have the funding to be buying that product and doing a video about it and stuff. But if I had the money right now, this would be one of those on it to review and stuff, because to me, it's in the budget of what most people would be able to afford and stuff. And so that's why I would would love to in the near future purchase this item and stuff, because it's one of those I know quite a few families out there would be able to afford this, and it would be something fun for the whole family. And from all the research I have done and everything on this mini bike, it seems to be a good quality mini bike for the price. You know, you're getting a decent quality, and that's a third thing that catches my eye on something like this. Like, hey, this is, from what I'm seeing, you know, videos of people reviewing it and talking about it. It has a lot going for it, and it's just all around a pretty good mini bike. Where right now I would say 5 stars, 2 thumbs up for it. You know, I never personally owned it, so but yeah, but from all the research, I said everybody has really good positive reviews about it. And then on top of that, it's a pretty well-known brand. FRP is a pretty well-known brand where getting parts for it, you know, aftermarket parts and stuff, wouldn't be hard to get. There's tons of videos out there about people modifying this mini bike and stuff, and showing how to work on it and how to do different things. So if you had to troubleshoot something on it, you wouldn't have a problem finding videos. And then there's a ton of videos about how to put it together and stuff. You know, even the company themselves makes detailed videos about their products and stuff, which is a good thing, because I know a lot of companies, they don't really do it and do that good a job of making a nice detailed video, where this company makes decent videos about their product and stuff. And they seem to be a good, legitimate company from what I've seen, where they're good at responding to people who and stuff, you know, and so yeah, I think it's all around great mini bike and stuff. There's a ton of videos out there about it, and just a ton of information, where if there's somebody that's on a budget and you're looking for a decent mini bike and you can't afford a Coleman or the other one, the Maziums or whatever, and you can't afford those ones that usually Tractor Supply sells, well, and you have an Amazon account, or I think they might even sell this on Walmart too, but if you have an Amazon account, I would suggest check it out and stuff. If you're on a budget and you're looking for something maybe to teach your kids how to ride two-wheel motorbikes and stuff, I would say this would be a one that you definitely wanna buy and get, because this is going to be a lot better than those 2-cycle little junk mini dirt bikes that Temu sells and Wish and stuff, because some of those are just complete garbage and you end up wasting your money on. And this seems like something that's going to last a while, and if you get it and it's still under warranty and you have any problems, it looks like to me the company would be really good at helping you solve your problem. And if, say, it's under warranty and something breaks on it, I think the company would be really good at quickly sending you out the part that you would need to fix it and repair it. And then if you wanted to modify the product and stuff, there's a ton of videos out there explaining how to modify it and how to do different things. Even how to just simply put it together, and people talking about their experiences, what they would have done differently, and what you should do, you know, like when to change out the oil, where to add oil, where to do different, you know, all kinds of stuff. So yeah, it would be one of those where I would say it is safe to say to go ahead, buy this product, and you wouldn't be disappointed and stuff. I do plan on, in the near future, when funding allows me to do so, this is one of those on the list of brands of mini bikes that I want to test out personally for myself. And definitely I do really want to put to the test that 220-pound weight capacity to talk about, and see how well it handles. I imagine on a smooth, flat surface, it's going to have no problems holding some big guy like me, but I imagine going uphill and bumpy roads is when it's going to probably have maybe a little bit of issues and stuff. But yeah, so that's why I did a video about it, because I thought, well, it's a pretty decent video about it. Why don't maybe I share my opinion on it and stuff? And so yeah. So all in all, I think it would be a good product. Right now I would say 5 stars, 2 thumbs up. even though I haven't put it to the test myself. I haven't purchased the item, but later on down the line, I'll do another video about it when I actually can purchase the item and actually test it out for myself, and then probably my opinion may change or it may not and stuff. But yeah, if you're a family out there looking for a little budget gas powered motorbike, you know, for your kids and stuff, I would suggest looking into this one, because I think you wouldn't be disappointed and you wouldn't lose your money like you do with most cheap China junk and stuff. I think this is one of the good qualities. I can't remember where it's actually made at, but I think if I remember right, it's a made in China product and stuff. So yeah. So if you're a family on a budget and you're looking to get your kids a little motorbike this spring and summer to put around the campgrounds or take out on the trails, or just simply teach them how to drive a two-wheel motorbike, or you're just a guy like me and want to get one yourself just to enjoy riding around and stuff, you know, I would highly suggest checking out this FRP. They also have some other different little off-road toys as well besides mini bikes. And so yeah, that's my thoughts and opinions on this product. I don't know what else more to say about this product, but if you like this sort of content, give this video a thumbs up if you liked it, or a thumbs down if you didn't like it. You know, comment your thoughts below. What did you think? Good video, bad video, whatever. Hope you all have a good day, and thank you for watching Boomhauer69's YouTube channel.